Hi there, welcome back. How are you today? So, in this video, we wanted to talk about the vow of poverty because I've been told that I've had many lifetimes where I've taken this vow of poverty and that I need to release that now in order to move forward. And all this information about money was coming through as I was thinking about these words, vow of poverty. Now, that was the experience that I came to have in those lifetimes, to be limited, in that way, because that's what it is. It's a limitation that we place upon ourselves, this vow of poverty. But money is neither here nor there. Money is an exchange for goods and services. It's that simple. When you look at it that way, it looks completely different to when we look at it as, I don't know, what, having all this power over beings because now we have all this money. I'm not sure what the thinking is around it, that there's this fear of being too wealthy. I grew up with these ideas that only corrupt people had money, drug dealers and, just shady people that just did illegal things. That's what I grew up with. And in church, there was always that, money is the root of all evil and all of this. But I've been told, and I can feel it in my system, that over many lifetimes I've taken this vow of poverty. And that I've already had those lifetimes now. So it's time to release that. So I thought we'd do that together for any of you out there that also feel in your system that there may be something, an echo of this within you, that it's time to release it. So in this moment, I call in Archangel Michael. And we ask him, because if this is for you as well, you can ask him as well. Archangel Michael, we ask that you cut all cords and attachments to these lifetimes where we have taken a vow of poverty. The experience has been served. It is done. It is done. It is done. It is no longer needed in this experience. So we ask that you take it all back. Take it all back and return it all back to Spirit. So, my beautiful beings, what's been coming up a lot for me lately is when I look at money. Because for me, this one's been a huge one in my life. Throughout my whole life, it seems so elusive that no matter what I do, no matter what I try, it never changes. It doesn't budge. My finances are always the same. We always go from paycheck to paycheck and there's nothing left over. Before, I have to be honest, actually, before, I'm trying to think how many years back now. 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we were heavily in debt. We still had about 150,000 left on the mortgage and about $40,000 in debt, of just cars and things that we've just borrowed money to pay off, So let's call it an even 200,000 that we were in debt. So yes, we were paycheck to paycheck, but often I was behind as well. I'd have the bank calling, where's the money? When are we going to get paid? All of this, you're going to lose your house, blah, blah, blah. We went through all that for a long time. But now we're paycheck to paycheck. We don't have that anymore. We don't have the debt, which to me was a huge prison. It felt like a death sentence, that we're never going to finish paying this off. That's done. And I've learnt through a beautiful financial counselor how to budget. So I have all these different accounts with money that goes in for all different things, one for taxes and one for Christmas even, one for, bills, whatever. So that's changed. That's something new that I'm playing with. I'm finding that quite fun, to have all these accounts and put money aside here, there, and this. It's like a game at the moment, But it still feels like there's a ceiling that I can't seem to push through for me, And what keeps coming up is that money is serving my experience. I am using it to serve my experience. Just yesterday I was imagining, where was it? It was a movie that we were watching, and the fiance had given, his partner a $30,000 engagement ring. They were well off. And then I was imagining, if my husband gave me a $30,000 diamond ring, would I be comfortable wearing it? Now, this is a good question for you guys. If you were gifted a ring and you were told that this ring is, say, $50,000, it doesn't matter what the price is, but just let's go with that number, $50,000, a ring that you're going to put on your finger. How would that make you feel? How does it feel? Do you feel comfortable wearing it? What's coming up for you as you're wearing it? And then I had the realization that ring is serving your experience. However it's making you feel, if it's making you feel that you are not worthy, it's too much. It's too much for me. I'm not worthy of that. Is that coming up? Or is it coming up as, now I have value because, look at this, it's so valuable. Which means that I have value because I'm wearing this. Look at all the different ways that this one simple thing is serving us. And money is serving us in every moment, And what keeps showing up for me lately is they keep asking me to imagine that money is a partner. Like, say it's your romantic partner. So I imagine money is my husband. And then I imagine, how does it make me feel? Some of us actually have partners that make us feel worthless, that make us feel useless, that make us feel that we're not good enough. But many of us don't realize that we do the same with money. Money is just energy. Money is spirit. Everything is spirit. Therefore, money is spirit. And it is serving you in your experience. If you put on that ring that's worth so much money and you feel that you are not worthy of wearing something that beautiful, it is serving you. It is showing you who you are being in that moment. Because the ring is neither here nor there. It doesn't matter how much it cost. They're just numbers. 5 numbers with a comma in the middle. A 5, a 0, a comma, and 3 zeros. $50,000. They're just numbers. If you wrote that number on a piece of paper and you looked at it without the dollar sign, does it matter? 50,000 what? 50,000 pieces of paper? 50,000, I don't know. I'm just, all of a sudden I've got this thing of, what could that 50,000 be? 50,000 musical notes? What's the difference? 50,000 different shades of colors? Because I'm sure there's infinite amount of colors in the world, but we're looking at 50,000. It's just a number. We're the ones that give it meaning, because now it has a dollar sign in front of it. Whoa. It's so important. It's so valuable. It's so meaningful. Can you see? Just because we put the dollar sign in front of it. it has turned into something else. So, my beautiful beings, money is energy, and you are in a relationship with money. Money is showing you in every moment who you are being. Whether it's through how much something costs, anything that has to do with money, how much you're being paid, how much you're receiving, how much you're paying, all of that, anything that has to do with transactions, that has to do with money, whatever is coming up for you, money is serving your experience, just like a partner would be. When they keep putting you down and they keep putting you down, that you're not good enough. Who decides that? Your partner is just showing you that this is who you are being. You are being not good enough. And so I need to keep hitting you with that whip of not good enough, making you feel not good enough, because this is who you are being. And until you stop being that, I can't stop treating you this way. How wonderful is it to look at money like your lover? Money wants to love you because money is spirit. It wants to love you. It is loving you. It is serving you. It is all love, loving you in every moment. Money is no exception, except we never look at it that way. We see it as an abstract thing. We see it as numbers on a piece of paper or on a screen. And we somehow think that those numbers define who we are. We are defined by those numbers. Those numbers are telling us, okay, I have $1 million in the bank now. I am good enough. I have $10 million in the bank now. I am good enough. I'm trying to think how much we've got at the moment. Probably $500 in the bank account. I have $500 in the bank account. Oh, crap. I'm not good enough. Because my 500 doesn't have another 5 zeros behind it or 4 zeros behind it. It's just a number. And we decide that that number is who we are. So, my beautiful beings, is it time to release all the beliefs that we have around money? It is just showing you who you are being in every moment. And if you are feeling that you aren't good enough to have beautiful things in your life, these beautiful things, the house, the car, the furniture, the whatever else it is that you're looking at that is beautiful, that you feel you don't deserve to have, they're just things. And whether that table is $10 or $10,000, it's still a table. Yes, the $10,000 table may be better. It may be better built. It may last longer. This may be the argument that's going to start now. If you buy a car for $10,000, it's not going to be the same as a car that costs $100,000. They're built differently for different functions. But what is the purpose of the car? To take you from one place to another. What's the purpose of the table? If you use it as a desk, perhaps you put your laptop there. if it's worth $10 or it's worth $10,000, the purpose is the same. It's still going to hold your laptop. It may not last as long as the $10,000 one. It may. You never know. But these material things are also serving your experience. You are defining who you are in every moment because of what is around you. You decide that because, well, you can't afford the $10,000 table and you have to buy the one that's worth 10. That must mean that I'm not worthy. That must mean that I'm not good enough somehow. I don't deserve to have a nice table. What are all the beliefs you have around that? Because that table is just serving you. That car is just serving you. The numbers in your bank account are serving you. All of it is spirit. We decide that that ring that was worth $50,000 means so much. We're the ones that give it meaning. The ring is neither here nor there. What it cost is neither here nor there. So, my beautiful beings, we hope, we pray that with this video you begin to see that money is just energy. And like everything else in your life, it is just showing you who you are being in every moment. It is serving you. I like to think of it as a partner. I find it so much easier to relate to it. It has been my lifelong partner since I started working. We've been lovers. It's a torrid love affair though. Because I love to hate it. You know what I mean? This is the whole relationship of it's never enough and going from paycheck to paycheck and when's it ever going to rain? You know? All of that. But I love seeing it as my lover. It makes it so much easier to see my relationship with it. Because when I see it as a being rather than as an abstract thing as money is, when I see it as a being, as another human being playing this role for me, I see how it's making me feel unworthy. It's bringing that up in me. I see how it's making me feel that I'm not good enough, that I don't deserve nice things, because I'm the one that decides what's nice and what's not. So, my beautiful beings, I'd be interested to find out what's coming up for you as you listen to this gorgeous video today. I'm feeling a release, and it's been a few days now since I started looking at money that way, that I feel a release. There's not so much pressure. You know, a lot of our relationship with money is behavior that we have learnt from our childhood, observing our parents and how they function with money. A lot of our beliefs around money are created from childhood, from our parents. We learn all of this. And if we could learn all of this, we can unlearn all of this. Because at the end of the day, it's all stuff. It's just stuff. These material things around us. If it were important, we'd be able to take it with us when we left this life. If it had any value, if Spirit thought, oh yeah, you know, we need all that when we're done, that's really valuable, that's important, we'd take it with us. But even if you get buried with it, you can't physically take it with you. So for me, I'm learning to look at things as it's just stuff. It's just a watch, whether it's $10 or it's 10,000. It's just a ring, whether it's 500 or 50,000. It's just, because it's just stuff. It only matters, it only has value if I say it does. We're the ones that give it meaning, that this means so much. Remember that. When you look at your bank account and it's down to 0 or minus, you know, for so long, my poor old Visa card, the credit card, always minus, always behind, always in arrears, I was going to say. But it was serving me, because every time I looked at that and it was always minus, it made me feel bad about myself, that I wasn't good enough, I wasn't doing enough, I wasn't working hard enough, I wasn't making enough money. All of those things. But that's not who I am. That's just my human experience. It's just my ego running around frantically. You know, in this human experience, like a headless chook. It's so funny when you look at it from outside, actually, and you think about it. And you see money for what it is, and you think, we're just so funny. I can't help but laugh. The whole human experience is so funny. That we have made this, a bunch of numbers on a screen, more important than us. We have done that. We have been taught to do that. So, my beautiful beings, is it time for you to take your power back and remember that it's just stuff. You are not this stuff. You are divine. You are spirit. And I don't say it from a space of, oh, you are above this, that you don't need any of this. It's not from that space either. Have these things. Enjoy these things. We're not saying don't do that. It's your human experience. But what I've come to observe is that I have been putting it above myself this whole time, like it's more important than me. It has more value than me. So I lose sleep at night. What can I do? How can I get more? All the while, there's money. La, 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 la. When you gonna wake up? I'm just money. It's just stuff. You know? I'm just serving you. You still think you're not good enough. You still think you're not worthy. It's just stuff. Hello? Just money. I can just see it go, woo. You know? I'm just money. You put me up here on a pedestal like I'm so important. I'm just laughing my butt off up here. Because I'm just a bunch of numbers. Numbers. It's just so funny when you think about it. So funny. All right, my beautiful beings. We love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And let us know in the comments what's coming up for you today. If you can see the funny side of money. Bye for now.